are ready to hit a back and biceps workout with me. I am here in my beautiful home gym that I actually built right in the middle of COVID. Thanks to my stepdad for helping me build this thing. It was really ghetto before. Like when I say ghetto, it was next level ghetto. But with that being said, sometimes the lighting is a little bit iffy, so I apologize if any of the lighting just sucks. I'm gonna try my best, but let's go and let's get into the workout. So since I don't really have any cardio equipment in my home gym, I'm pretty basic. I'll just do some arm swings to start out my workout, and that's just what I do in the gym as well. I don't really do anything too fancy cardio wise because I am currently doing a bulk. So I'll just use a resistance band, do some pullovers, throw a little dance moves in there. Obviously, can't forget that. I obviously have my headphones in, so if anybody walked in, I would have looked so ridiculous. Here I'm just doing a couple mobility drills just to get my body ready, since once again I didn't do any cardio to really warm up my body. So I just throw in these. I find that they do the job, and they actually just loosen up my muscles. They kind of get my joints lubricated just so that I can feel good in my workout and not pull anything and just feel more fluent. Starting out with some pull-ups here, I like to use the band just so that I can work on my form. I think I could do probably a couple pull-ups on my own, but I just find using the band just helps me slow things down, work on my form, make sure I'm breathing, all that good stuff. One thing that has personally really helped me with improving my pull-ups is, of course, start with the resistance band. I know everybody wants to be doing 10 pull-ups in the gym, look like that cool girl, that cool guy, but the thing is, you really do want to practice just getting your form right, and that's why I like to do underhand pull-ups first before I go into wide grip pull-ups. Wide grip pull-ups are definitely more tricky just because your base of gravity, so it's going to be harder. It's going to require a lot more muscle recruitment and just more balance and stability in your back. So I recommend do underhand pull-ups, which are the ones that I'm doing in this video. And then what you can do too is you can take one foot out of the resistance band once you start to feel more confident, so that your body is going to be feeling a little bit heavier just with that one leg out of the resistance band. So one leg will be hanging. This is my makeshift seated row in my home gym, so judge me all you want, but my feet are planted on a dumbbell. So I had to get a little creative with this one because I don't really have proper seated row equipment, I guess, but I still love this exercise, and sometimes you just gotta make do with what you got. Am I right? A big mistake that I made throughout my years of being in the gym was my horrible form when it came to seated rows. So one really big tip that I can give you is to make sure that when you bring that cable to your belly button, you want to make sure that you are pinching your shoulder blades together. So make sure you're sticking your chest out when you're pulling back. Don't use your traps. It's very easy to actually let your traps take over sometimes when it comes to seated rows, and that's another mistake that I would make. So you just really want to bring those shoulders back, stick your chest out, and really squeeze those shoulder blades together. Here's me just having a rap battle with myself. Barbell rows are where it's at if you are wanting to be strong AF, because there's actually so much involved with these, not only just with your back, but you're also in a hinged position, so you're kind of sticking your butt out, but you are really engaging your core for that stability. You sometimes can get a little bit of a stretch in your hamstrings, I mean, if you're tight or you did legs the day before, but this one I love. Sometimes I hate it because it's just, you know, it's not always a fun time. I personally like to use the underhand grip when it comes to barbell rows, just because I don't really want to build my traps. It's just a personal preference for me. I will do other exercises that I know are targeting my traps, but with this one specifically, I like to just keep it underhand. But the difference between the two is that the overhand grip is going to target more of your upper back muscles, while the underhand is going to target the lower back, the lats. And obviously traps are still going to be involved regardless, but just not as much. The name of this exercise is a bit of a mouthful, but it's called a half kneeling single arm cable high row. And this one I love to incorporate into almost all my workout programs, even for my clients as well, because it's really good to isolate each side of your back just so that we can eliminate any muscle imbalances in the back. And if there is any imbalances, we can actually correct it and understand where it's coming from instead of wondering, you know, which side is it. So that's why it's really important with any workout program that you are following that there are single arm and some single leg movements in there as well. So that's how you know that you have a balanced workout program, is that there are going to be different things thrown in there, and there's also your basic compound lifts as well. So a row would be a compound lift, just because you're using multiple joints for stability. This exercise is called a prone row, so I really like this one. It definitely helps with strengthening your traps and just getting that retraction in your back. Another thing I really appreciate about this exercise is the fact that you don't really have to use your core as much as some of the other exercises I was doing. So here you can kind of just chill and take a little nap if you want to. Last but not least, we have a bicep exercise. Shocking, because this whole video has basically been back exercises, but I thought I'd throw in some biceps just because obviously it's super important. But one thing about me is my biceps grow at a rapid rate, so I don't even really do a ton of bicep isolated exercises. So here I'm just doing, I call these a variation curl because I don't really know what they're called, but I love them. They target the bicep brachialis and the brachioradialis, so basically all parts of the bicep. Alright guys, that's going to be it for today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed this one. Be sure to check out my Instagram. I definitely post a lot more on there. I'm much more consistent. I'm also an online trainer, so if you guys are interested in having a custom-made workout program or you need a meal plan, I'm also a nutrition coach, and so I love what I do and I would love to work with you. So if anybody's interested in any of that, be sure to check out my website as well. Anyways, I will see you in the next video. Bye! What am I? Oh, that went right up my butt. I'm looking jacked. I'm basically Arnold.